feel short. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can tell by the title, I'm gonna be doing a what I read in 2022. So also I just wanted to say that this was my first year like reading for fun, and so I didn't know how to like rate books. Like I didn't know what my taste was. The first few books I read were like Colleen Hoover, and so I like rated them highly. I haven't like reread them since to know like what I feel about them now. So please don't hate me for rating like Colleen Hoover books of 5 stars, because I made a TikTok like that and I literally got slammed for liking Colleen Hoover and like rating her books highly over like another book. Also, look at my nails, I got them done today. So the first book I read was It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, which I rated a 5 stars. And then I read Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, which I also rated a 5 stars. And then I read Milk and Honey, which it's on the top shelf right now and I don't want to get up, which is a poetry book, and I don't really read that. That was my first poetry book, and so I rated it 4 stars. And then I read The Couple Next Door, which I did not really love. My like first thriller, I'm pretty sure this is a thriller, and I rated it 2 stars. And then for February, I started They Both Die at the End, which we'll come back to this one because I did not finish it in this month. And then in March, I read November 9th by Colleen Hoover, which I honestly kind of think about this one to this day. So I rated it a 5 stars. And then April, I read Colleen Hoover, All Your Perfects, which I didn't know this was in a series. It says standalone, but it's also like in a series, like it's intertwined with the Hopeless series, but I didn't know that. I gave it a 2 stars because I didn't really like the tropes. So in May, I read We Were Liars, which I gave a 1 stars. Was not my favorite. Didn't know what was going on until the very end. And then I also read Confess, which was another 5 stars. But some of these, let's just say, some of these books I rated highly, but now like I've changed a lot of the ratings. Like I only changed We Were Liars rating and The Couple Next Door because as I grew, like I just did not like them as much, so I rated them down. But all the Colleen Hoover books, I need to reread, so do not hate me on that. And then June was a good month for me. I read 5 books. First book I read in June was Girl in Pieces. Oh, that's actually wrong. Was Verity, and I rate this 5 stars. To this day, it's a 5 stars because I still think about this. So out of all the Colleen Hoover books, from here down are like my current ratings, like what I think of them, because I still remember this book. And if you pick up any of Colleen Hoover's books, this one, I would probably buy the one that comes with the bonus chapter. I have not read that one yet, so I would probably get that one instead of this one, just so you get more information. And then I read Girl in Pieces, which I gave a 4 stars. I kind of still think about this, like if I think very hard. And then I also read Everything, but my brother's girlfriend is reading that right now, so I don't have it with me. And then I finished They Both Die at the End.
6 months later.
I rated it a 1 star. It was just boring, and back then I did not like to DNF a book, so I would like read it in between books. Like I would just like, but then I would get bored and then put it back down. But I finally finished it. Oh, then I read Book Lovers by Emily Henry, which I gave a 4 stars. I didn't love it at first. Like after I finished it, it wasn't my fave, but sorry, that was Tater. Kind of want to reread it. And that's all for June. So July was not a very good, successful reading month. I only read Monday's Not Coming, which was a 3 stars, which I did not understand some parts of it. It was like really entertaining, and it was kind of like repetitive just a little bit. but I didn't know what was going on until the end, which the ending is kind of really sad. I would recommend that. Now moving on to August, I read Every Summer After, which I rated 3 stars. I loved this while I was reading it, but I don't remember anything about it. And then I read Without Merit, which when I first like read it and then put it away, I was like 3 stars. Sure, 4 stars maybe. But then I like thought about it, like it was kind of weird. It was weird. So I rated it a 2 stars. And then I read The Love Hypothesis, which honestly I only remember like one scene about this. I rated it a 4 stars, so it was good though. Tater! Ow! Ow! I just stubbed my toe. Okay, that was horrible. And then for September, which was another money, had to bring out my big guns for the cats. On to September, which was like not a very successful reading month. I read 2 books, and that was I'm struggling. The Silent Patient, which was really good. Did not expect that ending, which was 4 stars. And then I read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I don't remember what I rated this, but I think a 3 stars. At first I like really loved it. Like after, I feel like everyone like, as soon as you rate, I'm out of breath. Like after you're done finishing a book and you like rate it, it's like higher than like, I feel like looks like I have a bald spot. So I think it was a 3 stars. It was good, but I like teared up at the end. Oh, the ending? Wait, like almost to the end, but not at the very end. But the ending, was not expecting that. And then for October, that was my best reading month. I read 5 books. I read Reminders of Him, which I was not expecting this book to be so good. I rated it a 5 stars. Still stands. Oh. And then I reread It Ends With Us because It Starts With Us. It was coming out, but I would show you. But she's right here. I re-rated it a 4 stars because it wasn't like, now that I think about it, like I didn't really like the Ellen letters. Like that was kind of weird. And then I read Layla by Colleen Hoover. Oh, I almost read all of Colleen Hoover's books, so. But I rated this a 2 stars. And then I read It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover, which I rated a 3 stars. I rated it a 5 stars when I got done, and then I rated it a 4 stars after thinking about it. And then after like watching like reading vlogs of other people read it, I rated it a 3 stars. And then I read Hopeless, which I don't feel like no one talks about this. It's actually such a good book. The plot twist, we did not see it coming, but it was really good. I rated it a 4 stars. I rated the whole series of 4 stars, I'm pretty sure, like all of them. And then for November, I read Losing Hope, which is the boy's point of view of the same like storyline as that, which I also gave it 4 stars. But it was like a little bit repetitive, so I would like stretch the series out a little bit. And then I read Before We Were Strangers because I didn't have the rest of the Hopeless series, and I rated this 3 stars. I love the storyline at the beginning, but the ending, I feel like it could have been better. I don't know. And then I read Beach Read, which a lot of you are gonna hate me. I rated this a 2 stars. I just did not like it, but I feel like everyone and their mom likes it, and I'm like I loved the scenes in this, but it just wasn't the best ever. Like I loved the donut scene. I can just like, I envisioned that thing in my head. And then I read Heart Bones, which I rated a 3 stars, which I have a reading vlog about that up, so go check it out. And then for December, I read Regretting You, which I do not hear anything about this book, and I didn't know if I was gonna like the trope, because like mother and daughter, but I actually really like this. I gave it a 4 stars, and I was not expecting that, like, plot twist. Like, you get part of it, but not all of the plot twist. And then I finished the Hopeless series, which this is, like, not those characters. It's, like, characters inside that storyline, which I actually wasn't expecting that, which I loved. But after Finding Perfect, you're supposed to read all your perfects, but I, like, kind of remembered that, so I didn't reread it. Finding Cinderella, 4 stars, and Finding Perfect of 4 stars. It was 4 stars overall, but it was really good. Like, I would. Nanny? No, I got the. She literally ran. But yeah, it was really good. And my thing was about to fall. And then, so as you can tell, oh, I forgot to add those, but those are books I started in DNF. Don't tell me to read them. As you can tell by the last one, I don't know if I'm, like, supposed to add this because I started it in December, but I finished it in January of 2023. Anyways, but I guess I'll just give it to you. I gave it 4 stars. So yeah, goodbye, guys. I hope you enjoyed and had a great day. Okay, goodbye. Enjoy this time lapse.